Okay. I've got it to the right thickness, I believe. So let's have a quick look at that. Yep. Just clears. Yep, that's pretty good. Does it need to come down a bit more? Let's have a look at the saddles. The saddles can be adjusted higher. That's pretty good. Getting there. Do I need more off there? That's the question. Probably could do with a little bit more. I've got about a millimeter to play with. I'm going to quickly just sand that just a little touch more. Just a touch more. Put on my mask. Lin, what is happening? Okay, that will do it. I think we've got the right position. We're good to go. Let's just check the way that sits in the pocket. Oh yeah, that looks good, nice and low. That's about right. Pop that in. Beautiful, that is spot on a mundi. Okay, we've got our neck in place. That's fitting nicely now to the thin profile, and now we can sand that neck clean and install it. We've got to put oil on it and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to give it a quick seal coat, and then we're going to sand it a little later on. What I'm going to do is clean that up with some sanding first, put the body away. And now we're in the place where we can just clean this up with some 240 and some 400, get some oil on there, and tomorrow put it all together and string her up. Okay. So now the heel, you can see, is a lot smaller to accommodate the thinner pocket, which comes with a thinner body. What I have to do now, though, is sand this guy clean. So I've got some 240, which is the right grit to use. I'm going to get some of these marks out. Mainly little surface scratches and things. Clean this guy up. course, once I put the first coat of oil on there, we'll see all the other finer scratches, and then I'll work on those, continue to work on those until we get this guy pretty much to the point where it's, and now you can see what I'm doing here is I'm actually hitting that edge. I'm blending the belly of the neck, the center spot of the neck, with that point. So we're getting a nice low transition. It blends straight in. There's not much of a step now, as much as there was when we had the full height of that heel. We maintain the definition on the edges. We just blend that center piece in, much like a fender neck comes straight off that tip into the main belly. Just getting the dirt and the marks off there. And we'll give it a hit of oil. And when we come back tomorrow, we can see, actually I'll give it another sand tonight. Once those defects pop up, clean it perfectly, give it another coat of oil, then we can put it together tomorrow. Okay, there's a few little marks up here, but that's okay. Just getting all the dirt off to start with, and then we can give it a coat of oil before we sand it properly, just to pop up all the fine scratches and things. What have we got, Lynn? What's going on? Am I going deaf too? No, I've got the volume up. Can you not hear me? Isn't that... How's that? Is that better? I've just popped it up a bit. Is that a little better? Okay. Sorry, I may have turned it back up, but not to its full volume that I had. So that's just on me. My apologies. So I'm sanding off all the marks that I can see before I give it a coat. And then we'll be able to see all the finer stuff. Tomorrow we'll also fit the tuners in and just get the holes in, mark it all out, so that we can finish the neck and put it together. I might do that later off stream. You don't need to see that. You know what that entails. I'll do the majority of the fine sanding off stream because it's just a waste of time and you get bored unless you want to fall asleep to the sound, the dulcet sound of sandpaper. Okay, let's put some oil on this guy so that we can pop it, as they say. Do we want to pop it? I'm going to give it a wash first, just to clean some of that dust off it. I'm going to get some spirits and just give it a light wash. Where are those spirits? Here we go. Childproof. Let me grab a clean rag, clean cloth. Where is he? Okay, there we go. already had one right here next to me. Couple of clean cloths, one for the oil, one for the spirits. All right, let's give it a quick wash first. You can hear how it has a nice little pitted, you can see that grain just pop. It's like a white version of Queensland maple, this stuff. It's showing all the imperfections pretty well. And once I oil it, that'll make them stick out. This is nice because it's got some really nice grain that's going to turn, you probably can't see that, but it's going to turn really flashy and sparkly once we oil this guy up. It's a very nice fine pitted grain, almost like a silky oak. Very sort of spotted leopard spot type. Not quite bird's eye, but you know what I mean. Tiny pores or larger pores if you want. Okay, we've got some marks up here we need to clean up. That's okay. Let's get some, and lots of marks here, and that's fine. We'll do that with the finer sanding through the afternoon. Let me get some oil on that. I want to seal that up. Okay, oil's time. Hopefully my oil, I'm running low on oil. Terry, send me a reminder to buy more Danish oil. More Viking oil is required. Please, thank you. On it. In it, even. You might be in this can of oil. Let's pop that open and see what that looks like. I've got a little bit left. Probably enough for one more guitar build, but it does tend to age sometimes and it stiffens up a bit, and then we throw it out. Get rid of it, dispose of it, and get a new can on here. This should be okay though, from what I can see. No, it's gone solid. We can't use it. What I will do though is I'll use some True Oil just to seal it. I only want a light sealing coat. Have I got True Oil? I do have True Oil. Can I open the True Oil? That is the trick. The problem with True Oil is it comes with a plastic inner lock, and that wears out and the teeth strip, and then you can't open it, which is what I suspected. So I'm going to just punch a hole in it and throw it away because it's been sitting around for a while. I'll probably just seal the hole up with a bit of silicone for now until I need to use it again. I only need a very light amount. Just want to just seal that slightly. Get more Danish oil. Thank you, Mav. I'll get it in my chat as well, my DMs. I often say that to Terry because she does a lot of background work for me and she reminds me of things after I long forget about them. Because the last thing you're going to do is remember 3 weeks later to tell me to, or 3 hours later to tell me to go and get some. But thank you, I appreciate it.